Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Ethereum. So far it has in fact had a bounce off the 20-week SMA. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump in. So a couple weeks ago, Ethereum hit a high close to $4,400, which happens to be almost, or actually it's a little bit more, than 3 times the prior all-time high of around 1440. So if you guys remember back in 2018, Ethereum went to 1440, and this times 3 is around 4320. And note that it went to around 4360 or 4380 depending on the exchange. So Ethereum has so far put in about a 3x from its prior all-time high. Bitcoin did a little bit more than a 3x from its prior all-time high. Now, so far, Ethereum has managed to hold the line. And the line being the bull market support band, which again is a combination of the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA. Now, currently, those moving averages correspond to $2,098 to $2,129. Okay, so there's a pretty small window there. Now, we got to keep a close eye on Ether USD because of how sensitive Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin, to some degree, is in a very precarious position. If we go take a look at Bitcoin, we'll know that again, we're below the 20-week SMA. So the downside of being below it is that when it corrects, it tends to affect the rest of the market more so than when Bitcoin corrects up here. Okay, so despite the fact that Bitcoin has moved up significantly over the last week, in fact, it's up about 12%, and maybe under normal circumstances, Ethereum would be already putting in new all-time highs, but as it stands, we're about $1,600 away for Ethereum to reach a new all-time high. If we were to take a measured move from the current price, the valuation of Ethereum would need to go up about 53 or 54%. So you see how the shakeout by Bitcoin really impacted Ethereum's valuation. Okay, because Ethereum's valuation is now all the way down here at 2842, 2843, despite the fact that Bitcoin has seen a pretty significant bounce. So you sort of see the shift there. Ethereum dropped a lot when Bitcoin went through this sell-off, and now it's slowly trying to recover. So with Ethereum right now, we are in a very precarious position. The waters are testy, and I think that the best thing is to keep a close, and I mean close, eye on Bitcoin. Okay, because right now Bitcoin is moving up some. If you look at the daily candles, you can see that it is looking like it's turned around a little bit. We still have a ways to go just to get back to the bull market support band. So again, the bull market support band for Bitcoin currently ranges from 48,668 to 44,778. And note that this is going to start coming down. Okay, so this is going to start coming down relatively soon, and at some point I imagine Bitcoin will test it, and at that point we'll decide if we actually break it and hold it. If Bitcoin comes back up to this and gets rejected, and comes back down here, then that would inhibit Ethereum's ability to put in new all-time highs. On the other hand, if Bitcoin is able to come back above, systematically move above it, come back down, test it as support, and then continue on its merry way, then I think Ethereum still has a chance to remain strong. But I do want people to understand that we are in a very precarious position right now, not because of Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum looks relatively good. It's still above its 20-week SMA. And Ethereum had a fairly healthy correction here of around 60%. And we've said before, hey guys, it's a bull market, and even in a full market cycle, even when you have these little bear markets here, you still can get 60 to 70% corrections. We talked about that for a long time. We have one. This is a 60% correction, and like last cycle, at least the weekly close held the line at the 20-week SMA, just like it did over here, just like this correction did, and then just like this one and this one did. They all held the line at the 20-week SMA. So right now, nothing has really changed in terms of the last week. We still find ourselves in a precarious position. Ethereum's pushing higher on hopes that Bitcoin does not have a dump from the current valuations. And I think we'll just have to play it 1 week at a time, because right now we just need a little bit more clarity, I think, on what it is exactly Bitcoin's going to do. We know how quickly things can get nasty if Bitcoin starts going down. We also know that if it gets back above the bull market support band, which at the current levels, from the current prices for Bitcoin, would be another 24% rally or so. So if Bitcoin can get above that, then Ethereum will no longer be in quite a precarious position. It's just that because of Bitcoin's current location under the bull market support band, Ethereum is in a bit more of a precarious position. This is just based on prior moves, okay? It's just based on prior moves. So that's what I'm sort of looking for right now. I'm optimistic for sure on Ethereum. I want people to recognize that given Bitcoin's current valuation, we need to be a little bit cautious on where things stand in the market at the present time. But hopefully we will see Ethereum put in new all-time highs at some point. I'm fairly confident that later on, whether it comes sooner or later on this cycle, I'm fairly confident that Ethereum will continue to print our Ethereum mountain range that we have come to enjoy. I just think it's a matter of time. So if you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Remember to check out the sale on the premium list. If you want to know how I'm navigating these markets, you can find a link to that in the description below as well. You can lock in the lower rate. Thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.